Hi everyone, back at Hoi Kiang Nature Park again. I was here 2 weeks ago to collect some of the durian and then take that up north to Pichet to sell. That's one of the ways we try to finance the project here. I've just got back the normal 5 hours, 5.5 hour drive out of Bangkok to get here, and I knew I was going to be a bit late, and it's been raining a lot, so the land is very boggy. So I asked Nai to collect the trail cameras in for me. He can get in there quite easily on his motorbike. So he's got those. I've got 4 cameras ready to look at. Well, good morning. So I went through the trail camera clips last night after a rather short night. I'm up in the morning now. We had heavy rain in the night, so it's going to be a bit squidgy over on the land. But nonetheless, I need to get the cameras back out. So I'll just change the batteries and clean everything up before I do that. And just nothing new in terms of species, but in terms of behavior, yes. One clip from the camera that failed last time, and the screen is not working now, but it's still recording images, so I'll still keep using it. And we got this clip of question mark at about 7 o'clock in the morning. The time on the camera is incorrect because I'm not able to set it because I can't see the screen. But by working out the time that we collected the cameras in and the time we started them working, we can calculate this is about 7 a.m. in the morning. The first time we've ever picked up a civet clip in the daytime. And then really, quite amazingly, the very next day we got the 3 wild boar going past the camera in the daytime as well. That was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's great. If we could have mammals moving about in the day on the land, a good opportunity perhaps for some photography or filming in the future of those. Okay, so I'll just get on now. Multiple clips of the large spotted civet, by the way, but none at all in this last 2 weeks where we put these cameras of the large Indian civets. I mean, we have them on the land always around, and then just one clip on the the night before last, before I arrived, of the small Indian civet, and I've yet to compare the pattern on that individual with previous clips, but just on first sight it looks a different individual to me, but it's better to I'll get the old clips up side by side to have a proper look at that. But in terms of the large spotted, which is the rarer of the species, we had at least 3 individuals again over this last 2 weeks. Oh, and including one clip with the female and the juvenile male, which we think is her son from last year, in the same clip. That's the first time we've ever had something like that. So that's also very exciting at Track Pool. And I'll start with that clip. Here is the mature female that we've named question mark. Then we see some eyes at the back, but this is the immature male that we think may be question mark's son. And then question mark herself follows. In this clip, I want to name all of the civets and show their unique markings. This is question mark. On her left flank, we can see this oval shape made from the dots there. And on her right side, the telltale question mark. And here, sitting like a dog. And I think she was about to flop down, but the clip ended too soon. 3 wild boar are still on the land and still shy of the camera. You can see the oval shape of dots, showing that this is question mark.
And now look at this, a couple of frames of a tail going out of shot and then question mark running in pursuit of sorts. Here is a mature male that we have seen before. He has many dots, rather in the shape of a back to front letter C on his right side. One of our followers, Jen, has suggested Coco for his name, and so Coco it is. Question mark in the early evening, just 7:29. And then less than 3 hours later, Coco. I very much hope that these are a breeding pair. Now our next visitor is the immature male. His neck markings on both sides remind me of a tadpole, so that will be his name. Here we see the other side, not quite so round at the end, but still distinctive. You know who? And now the left side of Coco. He always seems to be curious and rather shy of the camera. And now what is happening here with question mark? She appears to have found something. Did she get stung? And now in slow motion, maybe just playing. Here she is the next night after Nye has cut the grass, and she's obviously fine. She really is a regular visitor for us now, several times a night. And it seems she found something to eat. Here's Tadpole on the hunt for frogs. I think he got one. And now on the 30th of July, a small Indian civet, a neck pattern rather like the letters I and V, so I'm going to call this one Ivy. But she looks different to ones I've seen before, so I've pulled out the clip from last month. And as you can see, this one has a very different pattern, a bit of a jumbled zigzag, perhaps. Jen suggested Ozzy, but I am much more of a Bowie fan than a Black Sabbath fan, so I'm going to go with Ziggy. And now look at both sides of Coco. And finally, a bit of hunting going on along the shore of Big Pool. Question mark here. And now Coco. Again, a little bit shy of the camera glow.